Alright everyone, today we're going to be looking at a scenario which asks, what if Napoleon had won? I'd like to say I was creative enough to make this scenario myself, but we'll actually be looking at the lore of the Apres Moi Le Deluge mod, Hoi 4. I don't speak French, so I hope that was correct. Plus, you guys eat up these Hearts of Iron 4 mod lords, so I'll keep making them. Alrighty, so our story starts in 1764 in the 7 Years' War, which ends without really any clear winner, so France and Britain decide to be chaps and just respect each other's colonies. Still, this doesn't put brakes on the freedom train. The American Revolution happens, with Britain recognizing the US in 1785. Unfortunately for the Americans, they can't pay their soldiers at all. Plus, Jacobin influence from France causes anarchy throughout much of the new nation. Over in France in 1789, the French Revolution kicks off when the French king, Louis XVI, gives up much of his power to the legislative body in exchange for not being guillotined. But this only buys him 2 years before his castle is overrun and he's forced to flee to the Louisiana colony. Back in America in 1893, the rebelling Jacobins are defeated by General George Washington, and in order to ensure our security and continuing stability, the American Republic is reorganized into the First American Empire, with George Washington as king. Back in France again, and things aren't going well for the new republic, as its government is constantly in turmoil and with many neighboring countries attacking it. One of the few spots of hope is when General Napoleon Bonaparte secures Austria and Italy for France. Napoleon once again proves his worth when he is sent to Ireland. Not Egypt though, because why waste your best general in taking over some useless desert when you can have potatoes instead? He succeeds in helping the rebels secure the island's independence from Britain. In fact, he's on such a roll that he helps overthrow the French government, again, to create a 3-man consulate, which he is a part of. Also in America, George Washington dies, so the crown passes to Alexander Hamilton.
Hamilton reference goes here.
Back to France again, and Napoleon is just beating the shit out of Britain, Austria, and Prussia's armies, finally forcing Britain and Louisiana to recognize the French government in 1801. Then a year later, war happens again after Britain gets mad at France for meddling in Swiss politics. In 1804, Napoleon just realizes that he's like the only guy keeping the country alive, so he might as well just give himself a crown and declare himself emperor. In response, the Austrian Empire is declared by Francis II of the Holy Roman Empire, uniting all of the Habsburg realms. Napoleon is like, screw you to that, and he just conquers most of Western Germany and then later Prussia and Austria. Oh no, but he doesn't stop there, and in 1808 invades Spain and then puts his brother Joseph Napoleon on the throne. In 1814, Napoleon decides that his empire just isn't big enough, so he invades Russia. The Russians try a scorched earth policy to starve out the invaders, but as everyone knows, there's no defeating Napoleon. The Tsar agrees to give up the duchies of Courland, White Ruthenia, and then Zaporozhye, something I can't pronounce. Finally, in 1815, Austria gives up Croatia to France in exchange for peace. And by 1817, France and Britain agreed to stop fighting, with Britain getting back Gibraltar and France getting Corsica and Sardinia. Meanwhile, all the territories France conquered from Russia just get taken over by local monarchists, and France doesn't really do anything about this since they're busy putting down bread riots. France takes a break from invading for a while, and eventually Napoleon dies in 1832 in his sleep. Hey, so since I don't know how to use an upload schedule, you have to wait 3 days to a month for part 2, but at least you can go play the mod, link to the workshop in the description. Thanks to Patreon, Skylar Weston and Emerson Salmerio Rubio. Also check out my Twitter @LoganProds and link to the Discord in the description.